Okay, let's do this one. Conditional probability. Okay, in 95% of all manned lunar flights, a mid-course trajectory correction is required. This is done by sending a fire signal from ground control to ignite small correction thrusters. For technical reasons, this fire signal is sometimes not executed by the thrusters. Tests show that the probability is that a fire signal will not be executed when it is required. If the correction is required and not executed, the rocket will plunge into the sun's gravitational field. What is the probability that this will happen? Okay, so okay, so how are we going to do this? So they're going to define two events. A is the correction is not executed, and B, that the correction is required. Okay? So A is that the correction is not executed, and B is the event that the correction is required. So with those two definitions for A and B, we can say that what we're looking for is the probability of A intersect B. Why is that? Because we want the probability that a correction is required and it's not executed. And that's what intersection means, and. From the data in the problem, we have that the probability of B, probability that a correction is required, they told us, is 0.95. That was told to us here. Right? 95% cases it's required. And we also were told that the probability of A given B, the probability that the correction is not executed given that it's required. So they gave us this. Where did it say? Tests show that the probability is that a fire signal will not be executed when it is required. So that's when means given. So they gave us this. A given B, the probability of correction is not executed when it's required, is this. So we know this, and we know this. And what we want to answer is what's this. But remember, we said that I just finished in the last video, I guess, said that this can be written like that. Remember, this was the definition of conditional probability, but we said we could move this over here. So we get this. So we have a rule for intersection, and that's what we want in this question. We want an intersection. So the rule for intersection is here. And so we want it. The rule says that it's this times that. So it's this times this. So it's this times that. So what's the answer? This. Okay, so that's the probability that it's going to go into the sun. Okay, all right. Let's go on with one more example.